Hey, it's Jacob White back again with another video. So for today's video, this is going to be another book collection video. So the book collection I'm showing this video is like my Guinness World Records / Ripley's Believe It or Not book collection. Now, basically every year when the new like Guinness World Records and Ripley's Believe It or Not books come out, I always give them. I just really like them. Kind of like how I get the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid books every year. It's kind of the same thing with the Guinness World Records and Ripley's Believe It or Not books. You get the new Guinness World Records and Ripley's Believe It or Not books every year. So, okay, so I just had to move something in my video setup here. Alright, anyway. So, yeah, let's get started. So this, well, first I'm going to actually show some Scholastic World Records books. These little Scholastic World Records books actually collected these first when I was younger, before I started collecting the actual proper Guinness World Records books. Anyway, so starting with this one, we have Scholastic Book of World Records 2010, and it says "Read for the World Record." I guess this is basically like the Guinness World Records books for kids, basically. It says "Better Than Ever" for 2010, won 300 amazing records. This book features incredible world records about sports, popular culture, blah blah blah. I don't really want to read it all. Anyway. And it says a 16-page bonus section packed with unbelievable and wacky facts. That sounds kind of like Ripley, Believe It or Not. Anyways, go ahead and open it up here. For example, on this page we have most popular television show, American Idol Tuesday, and highest paid talk show host, Oprah Winfrey. And it actually has, like, I guess people, like, voted, and it has, like, votes and stuff, so other, I guess, like, contenders for most popular television show were American Idol results, Dancing with the Stars results, and The Mentalist. It's kind of unfair that they put, like for American Idol and Dancing with the Stars, they put the actual show and the results show as, like, two separate things. It's kind of unfair for, like, one show to have two sections on, like, the voting thing. But anyway. And then, like, another example here for other contenders, if you will, for highest paid talk show hosts were, obviously the winner was Oprah Winfrey, and there's also David Letterman, Judge Judy Shinden, Dr. Phil McGraw, and Jay Leno as well. Unfortunately, Ellen DeGeneres isn't on the list there. I guess she wasn't paid that much in 2010. Yeah, then there's just some other ones here, like TV show with the most Emmy Awards, which is Frasier. But a close second was The Mary Tyler Moore Show, followed by Hill Street Blues, never heard of that, The Carol Burnett Show, and The West Wing. TV shows with the most consecutive Emmy Awards, The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, and The Amazing Race. And, oh wait, this isn't voting things, it's like Emmys won, and then these are average audience percentage in 2008, and income in 2008, and millions of US dollars. I thought it was like a voting thing, like people voted on these world records or something. Anyway. So I don't want to spend too much time on one book, but just like stuff like that. I also have Scholastic Book of World Records 2011. This one has a weird name on it at the top here. It says Bangan. I don't really know what that means. This might have been a used book then. I don't remember where I got these Scholastic World Records books. I've had them for a long time. But, yeah, that's that. It's kind of the same thing as the 2010 Book of World Records, the same, like, formula or format or whatever. Whoops. This page just came out. I guess it was, like, ripped out of the book for some reason. Oh, there's a world record involving DVDs. It says top-selling DVD in 2011 was Twilight. which makes sense. It probably was a really popular movie, but then there's also Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, Up, Madagascar, Escape to Africa, and then Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince was in 5th place. That's cool that there's a world record for DVDs. I didn't know this page was ripped out, or obviously I probably knew it was ripped out, like, but I haven't read this in a long time. But yeah, I don't know why this page is just like ripped out of the book. Anyway, let's take that out for a second. And like another example here, we have most downloaded song "Boom Boom Pow" by the Black Eyed Peas. Then close seconds are "I Got a Feeling" by the Black Eyed Peas, "Poker Face" by Lady Gaga, "Right Round" by Flo Rida, and "Just Dance" by Lady Gaga. So obviously, the Black Eyed Peas and Lady Gaga were both really big in 2011. Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff in there. Let me just put this back in here. Where was it? Oh, it's like right here. Okay. Here we go. I also have the 2013 Scholastic Book of World Records. I don't have the 2012 Scholastic Book of World Records, and I don't know if there's any other Scholastic World Records books past 2013. But yeah. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. This one I don't even read. All this one I probably read the least out of the Scholastic World Records books. It just looks the least familiar to me, so for example, here's one world record here, most popular reality TV show, American Idol. Followed close behind by American Idol results again, and Dancing with the Stars, Dancing with the Stars results, and then Survivor, Redemption Island in 5th. So again, for American Idol, Dancing with the Stars, they had, like they counted the regular show and the results show as like two separate things. Which again is kind of unfair. But yeah, that's that. Okay, so that's all the Scholastic books, or Scholastic World Record books I have. So now we're gonna get into the proper, like Guinness World Record books, like the actual World Record books. So the first one I have here is Guinness World Records 2016. This is the oldest one I have. It would be cool to have like the oldest Guinness World Records books, like the very first one and like the oldest ones like that. But the oldest Guinness World Records books, like the first, like at least like the first few Guinness World Records books are probably pretty hard to find. At least if I had to guess. Sets thousands of new records on the front there. It mentions YouTube on the back, which is cool. It says, what's new in record breaking? Minecraft, YouTube, pirates, gaming, hacking, forensics. Plus all the latest records you also find, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to read all the back. It says, it's officially amazing. By the way, one of my dogs is up here right next to me, so don't mind her if she comes through at all in the video. Anyway, so, whoops. Okay, so we have the contents, so, ew, look at that. It's like a lady with her eyes popped out. I know some people can do that. They can pop out their eyes. That's like really gross to me, like in my opinion. I don't know how people can do that. Anything with eyes has always been really gross to me. Like I know some people can like turn their eyelids like inside out, which is really gross. And speaking of like eyes popping out, I've seen one video of like it was like a basketball game, and like one of the basketball players like fell on the ground and like his eye popped out. It was a gross video. Yeah. Anyways, enough about eyes. Don't really want to talk about that anymore. So we just have various stuff here. this is obviously a lot bigger than like the Scholastic World Records books. Stuff about Legos there. Science and engineering. Media and leisure broadcasting. There's a picture of Howard Stern there. Apparently Howard Stern had the highest annual earnings for radio host in 2016. Anyway, that's that. Then next, we have Guinness World Records 2017, of course. It's interesting to look back on like these older world record books and see what like the most popular stuff was like back in the day. Well, not really back in the day. They started like really old, but yeah. Anyway, do you try this at home in your kitchen? So we have bananas, most peeled and eaten in 1 minute. 8 bananas were peeled and eaten in 1 minute by Patrick Bertoletti. And the most bananas snapped in 1 minute is 99, said by Ashrita Furman in USA. I might be able to break one of those world records. I like bananas. I feel like I'd be able to like eat more than 8 in 1 minute. Well, I don't know. Now that I think about it, maybe not more than 8 in 1 minute. Never probably be able to too much. I mean, I like bananas, but I don't know if I'd be able to eat them that fast. Anyway. Let's see. I know this kind of stuffy for some reason, so I don't mind that. Condiments, fastest time to drink a bottle of ketchup. 32 seconds. Sent by Benedict Weber. Wow. Drinking a whole bottle of ketchup in 32 seconds. I can't imagine doing that. And most mustard drunk in 30 seconds. Ew. 416 grams of mustard drink in 30 seconds. Sent by Andre Ortolf. Then the last condiment thing is fastest time to drink 200 milliliters of mustard, 28.8 seconds. Sent by Ashrita Furman. Huh. Well, some of these world records are kind of gross. Like those condiment ones I just read. And stuff about like vehicles, engineering, stuff like that. Just all kinds of stuff. I'm probably most interested in the world records involving like TV shows and movies and like video games, like YouTube related stuff. Anyway. Next up we have Guinness World Records 2019. I don't have Guinness World Records 2018. I'm missing that one. So, yeah. And apparently with this particular Guinness World Records book, there was like a contest where you could like win an astronaut experience and the chance to break a Guinness World Records title. I never entered that contest or anything. Not really interested in being an astronaut. I mean, it might be cool, but eh. Well, it mentions YouTube stars in the back here. See, it says YouTube stars right there. I don't know why I didn't get the Guinness World Records 2018. Anyways, I thought it said heaviest hummus at first, but that'd be random. It says heaviest humans. Like, for example, over here we have like this little thing here. It says a rare photograph of the heaviest man ever, John Brower Minogue. At his peak of more than 1,400 pounds, he weighed more than 7 average adult men. 1,400 pounds. That's a lot. Then, largest display of toothpick sculptures. That's cool. Movie makers, highest annual earnings for a film actor ever. Will Smith earned $80 million. With hits such as I Am Legend and Hancock. Iron Man star Robert Downey Jr. matched the feat with the release of Avengers Age of Ultron. That's that. And after 2019, we're skipping all the way to Guinness World Records 2022. I don't have Guinness World Records 2020 or 2021. So, yeah. I should probably get the Guinness World Records books I'm missing at some point. But, yeah, I think, like, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023, they all followed, like, the same design on the covers and stuff. You could, like, put them together. It's kind of like a puzzle. Let's see, it's mentioned stuff about, like, the Arctic, Ocean, SOS, whoops, National Air and Space Museum. Oh, this page goes this way. Humans. It says contents: early humans, multiple births, oldest, super last stage, blah 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 blah. And I don't know who this is. Oh, it says this is a girl that has the largest afro. That's funny. Alright. And then we have the most recent Guinness World Records book, Guinness World Records 2023. I just got this one like a couple months ago. So, in December is when I got this book. This one and the new like Guinness World Records and Ripley's Beer and Out books usually come out in December. Right? Or is it November? Maybe I'm wrong. I believe I got this in December though. Around the world in 300 records. So it mentions like some stuff around the world and like world records that have been broken in those places around the world, I guess. Stuff about cycling. Taking action. Longest journey by full body puppet. Youngest time person of the year. Oh yeah, Greta Thunberg. Right there, I've heard a lot about her, Greta Thunberg. If you haven't heard anything about her, you're probably living under a rock. I just realized there's a random QR code right there. You see that? I don't really know what that is. Anyway. Rafat Buros, cosmic citizen scientist, one of many amateurs who parve images from space. Alright. We have this little girl named Brooke Cressy. Take one extraordinary number cruncher, an innovative app designed to enhance mathematical performance, and what's the result? A new Guinness World Records title holder. Let's see, it says she's only 8 years old. She was competing against nearly 400,000 other mathematically minded youngsters. She achieved the highest score on Times Table's Rock Stars, which is a daily program of mathematics exercises in 1 minute, 210. Anyways, that's that. That's all of the Guinness World Records books I have. I'm also going to show the Ripley's Beer or Not books in a minute, but I just wanted to say, like you just saw, I'm missing, I only have a few Guinness World Records books. I'm missing, like, I'm missing Guinness World Records 2018, and also 2020 and 2021 as well. And then obviously all the ones before 2016 as well. I don't know how many Guinness World Records books there were before Guinness World Records 2016, because the 2016 one is the earliest one I have. But yeah. Alright. Dragging the Ripley's Beer or Not books over here. Next I'm going to show you Ripley's Beer or Not books. So hold on, just give me a second here. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to go off screen for a second because I had to wanted to try and wipe my nose with my shirt because it seemed to be running a little bit for some reason. And I didn't want you to even wipe my nose. Anyways, I could have gotten up to grab a tissue or something, but I don't know, I just didn't feel like that was necessary. Anyway, so this is for just drawing off like a small Ripley's Believe It or Not book. It's called Ripley's Believe It or Not, The Collection, Volume 4. I don't really remember this book that much. I think I might have actually gotten this book from like a gift shop at the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. Because the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum place in Myrtle Beach, which is like maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours from where I live. Yeah, this is basically, I guess, kind of a little sampling of Ripley's Believe It or Not. So, yeah. No, it actually mentions all the Myrtle Beach location, or all the Myrtle Beach locations, all the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum locations around the world are actually called auditoriums, as you can see at the top here. And well, I've been to 2 of them actually. I've been to the one in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Obviously, like I just said a minute ago, that was when I was like little. Or not little, but when I was like younger, I went to the one in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina with like my cousin and uncle and my dad and stuff. I've also been to the Ripley's Believe It or Not auditorium in Orlando, Florida, when me and my mom and my dad went to Orlando we were going to Universal Studios, and the day before we went to Universal Studios, we decided to visit the Ripley's Believe It or Not auditorium in Orlando. So, yeah. I really like Orlando. Orlando, Florida is actually, fun fact, Orlando, Florida is actually one of my favorite places in the U.S., I think. Mainly because it just has a lot of cool places, like, obviously Disney World and Universal Studios and Ripley's Believe It or Not, like I said. I think there's also a WonderWorks place in Orlando. If you don't know what WonderWorks is, it's like it's kind of like a museum, but like has a lot of like interactive stuff, mainly like science stuff and stuff like that. Anyways, but yeah, it's just lots of really cool stuff like that in Orlando, Florida. It's a really cool place. Anyways, now we're getting to the actual proper Ripley's Believe It or Not book. So this one is the Ripley's Believe It or Not books don't have years on them, but they have like numbers on like the spines and stuff to show like how old it is or whatever. So this first one I have is the oldest one I have. It's called Ripley's Believe It or Not Reality Shock. I know some people hate that sound, so kind of have to cringe at the sound. That sound doesn't bother me. I actually really like scratching this stuff like this. I kind of like the sound, actually. Anyway, I know some people are kind of annoyed by that sound, so I won't do that anymore. This one I actually found at Books A Million, I believe, judging by the sticker down here. The price sticker, it says bargain price to $7.97, which is pretty cheap for a Believe It or Not book. And this one is number 11, the 11th Believe It or Not book. So, similar to the Guinness World Records books, lost my train of thought for a second. I was gonna say, probably the oldest Ripley's Believe It or Not book, books like at least the first few Ripley's Believe It or Not books are probably pretty hard to find. At least I would think. Obviously, like I said, the oldest book I have is the 11th book. This is the 11th Ripley's Believe It or Not book. Excuse me. The Ripley's Believe It or Not books are kind of similar to the Guinness World Records books, except they have like weirder stuff in them. Like, for example, Nail Queen, I guess this woman has really long nails. That's weird. And over here we have like teeny waists. I guess it's a woman that has really small waists. It's probably not the best thing to have, like, really small waists. But, you know. Anyway. Just talks about a lot of, like, random things and stuff. Barbie World. I guess this is, a guy that collects a lot of Barbie and Ken dolls. Like, has a whole wall of all these Barbie and Ken dolls. That's kind of weird for a guy. But I can't judge him. Anyway, that's it. Alright, sorry, I just had to drag a couple other books over here. If you hear some sounds in the background, that's one of my dogs. She's like barking and whimpering for some reason. Anyway, next up, this is Ripley's written out book number 12, Eye-Popping Oddities, is what this one is called. And it has the sound again. Right. Anyway. I actually really like that sound. I know some people really hate that sound. Anyways. I definitely liked Ripley's different books more than the Guinness World Records books just because they're like more entertaining and stuff. But I really like the Guinness World Records books though as well. And because this particular Ripley's Different book is called Eye-Popping Oddities, I believe this has stuff about like people popping their eyes out and stuff. Let's see. Oh, yep. There's a whole page of people popping their eyes out, basically. Like, for example, there's one right here. It says Jaleesa Thompson, a former cashier at the, it's actually a former cashier at the Atlantic City Ripley's Baby Auditorium, was herself an eye popper. She traveled to several Ripley's locations, demonstrating her unique skill. The medical condition that occurs when humans pop their eyeballs is called exophthalmos. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. I might have butchered that. This allows the person to dislocate and relocate the eye from its orbit or socket at will, without any discomfort or effort. Avellino and Jaleesa both had normal eyesight. Neither wore glasses. Avellino could pop his eyes a full 9 millimeters and hold them out for several minutes. Brothers Hugh and Antonio Francis of Act 6 England show that eye poppers can run in the family. Alright, I've had enough of this page. Yeah, get out of here. There's lots of different stuff here, like something about a dog wedding. It's kind of weird. Tornado fire. Apparently this was a funnel of flame. Everyone call it a tornado fire. We have a, apparently this is someone's pet rat, that has 5 legs. Something about a beetle, golden beetle right there. We have a guy with really big cheek holes. That's weird. You can see his teeth through the hole in that picture. That's kind of gross. Anyways, that's enough of that. Next up, this is okay. This is Ripley's River and A Century of Strange. I guess all Ripley's River and books have these things on the cover you can like scratch and they make this sound. By the way, I don't remember where I got the 12th Ripley's River book, the Eye-Popping Oddities one. But this one I know I got from BJ's because it says $14.79 right there. This was actually the 15th book. The last one I showed was the 12th book, so I'm missing the 13th and 14th Ripley's Believe It or Not books. Volcano spews blue lava. Man feeds wild hyenas. Barber lights hair on fire. Shark falls from sky. Apparently on the back here says the original price of this book was, in the US anyway, the original price was $28.95, you can see in the corner there. And then in Canada it was $34.95. But at BJ's, the grocery store BJ's where I got it, it was only $14.79, which is quite a bit cheaper. Yeah, again, just some like random stuff here. Every Ripley's Believe It or Not book has random stuff. Molasses flood. During the Great Molasses Flood of 1919, 21 people were killed as sticky molasses rushed through Boston, Massachusetts at 35 miles per hour. That's weird. Why did sticky molasses rush through Boston? I don't know. Anyway. There's some more random stuff here. Blade eater. Someone ate a blade. Oh, Lexi the puppy swallowed an entire 8-inch long, 20cm razor sharp steak knife. That's probably really dangerous. Anyway, that's it. This one is Ripley's Believe It or Not, Beyond the Bizarre. Let's see. Yeah, okay. This one's number 16. This one was from Walmart for $14.97. It's like a few cents more than the last Ripley's Believe It or Not book. And it actually says this has a Walmart exclusive bonus 48-page book inside Ripley's Believe It or Not twists, which is really cool. See that little thing there? It's like a little sticker. Again, there's some random stuff here. Balloon dog. When a hole in his windpipe caused air to become trapped under his skin, Trevor, a 4-year-old wiener dog, owned by Fran Jennings of Cheshire, England, ballooned to 3 times the normal size. Veterinarians were successfully able to carry out an operation to deflate him. So this dog was basically like a balloon. Because a hole in his windpipe caused air to become trapped under his skin. That's why that happened. Living on the Edge. Don't really know what that is. Yes, stuff like that. I'm trying to get through these rather quickly because I don't want this video to get too long. It's probably been 33 minutes. This next one is Ripley's Believe It or Not, Out of the Box. This one's number 18. The last one was 16, I believe. Yeah, so I don't have the 17th Ripley's Believe It or Not book. I'm missing that one. This one was another one from BJ's for $16.99. You can see by the sticker in the corner there. 18, so you can see there. Just some random stuff. Field of Light, that's pretty cool. Internationally acclaimed British artist Bruce Monroe created this multi-acre art installation. That kind of reminds me, of the show The Great Christmas Light Fight. If you've ever seen that, this picture kind of reminds me of that. Lady in Red, 50 years. Nearly everything that Zorica Bernick owns has been a shade of red. I guess that lady really likes red. Red is my favorite color, but I don't like it that much. I like everything in my house would be a shade of red. Ski joring. Ski joring is the winter sport of skiing while being pulled by dogs or horses. Interesting. There's a whole page about Alex Trebek. Well, big tribute to Alex Trebek. I never knew this was in here. There's actually Alex Trebek's signature right there. I guess I never really read this particular Ripley's Beaver Notebook that much because I don't remember this whole Alex Trebek page. Anyway, that's that. And this is the newest Ripley's Beaver Notebook that I just got a few months ago, around the same time that I got the newest Guinness World Records book. This is Ripley's Beaver Not Escape the Ordinary. This one is book number 19. And actually, the past couple of Ripley's Beaver Notebooks don't have that thing that you can scratch and it makes that sound. Like the Out of the Box and Escape the Ordinary, both of these books don't have the thing you can like scratch and it makes a sound. So I guess they stopped using that. This one was $19.99 or $20 if you want to round up, again from BJ's. There. The Nantucket Sea Serpent. Oh, looks scary. During the summer of 1937, a strange occurrence took Nantucket, Massachusetts by storm, and stories emerged of a mysterious sea serpent spotted in the waters surrounding the island. Skeleton Skills. Suspended in Time, a Blazer exclusive. Lawrence, a proud maker and creator of What, How, Why on social media, suspends everyday objects from hot dogs, Big Macs, light bulbs to iPhones, and acrylic crafting fascinating art pieces. It's pretty cool. That's that. And I should have a couple more little books to show. These aren't like world record books, or these aren't like Guinness World Records or these are not books, but they're kind of related a little bit. I decided I would just throw these in at the end. These are almanac books. So this one is Times for Kids Almanac 2012. It says more than 800 cool new photos, fantastic facts, up to information, notable news inside, plus games, trivia, and more. On the front it says go to www.timeforkids.com, like the Time for Kids website. We just started hearing music in the background. The clock that I have plays music on the top of every hour. I feel like I've said that in every single video that I've done. Probably not every single one, but still. Anyways, yeah, it just has a lot of random stuff in it. I have one, I don't remember where I got the Time for Kids 2012 Almanac, by the way, because I've had it for a long time. And I have one more almanac book. This is the Highlights 2021 Almanac of Fun. This one I remember I got for Christmas, I believe, like the year before last year, I think. A year of puzzles, fun facts, jokes, crafts, games, and more. Jam-packed with favorite highlights activities to enjoy all year long. 365 days of fun. Yeah, I didn't look at this book for all 365 days after I got it. But yeah, National Clown Week is August 1st through 7th apparently. There's just like some random stuff here. February 8th, Waitangi Day. On this day in 1840, the British government and 540 Maori chiefs signed the Treaty of Waitangi, and blah blah blah. That's kind of boring. Anyways, apparently January 7th is Harlem Globetrotters Day. And there's like a hidden objects picture here, a picture of the Harlem Globetrotters that has hidden objects in it. January 12th or January 21st to 31st, 2021 was Winter Universiade. Looks like some sort of Olympic sports thing or something. Anyway, that's that. And now I'm done with this video. That's all the books that I wanted to show. Don't have anything else to say, so of course please like, comment, and subscribe, and of course ring the bell so you get notified whenever I'm posting new videos. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll of course see you in the next video. Peace.